Hey, what's up, everybody? Cartes Ross here with T-Shirt Riches. So I got an email from a young lady, and I think it might answer a lot of questions for many of you that are starting and have limited resources and just trying to figure out the best path or angle to go. So I'm going to read this email this young lady sent me. Her name is Alisa. She says, I'm just starting my business and I'm very afraid. I received my heat press machine last week, but now I don't know what avenues to follow. I'm going to order heat transfers from some vendors for now because I don't have any designs in my head. So will you please give me some advice on what to do next? I'm also strapped for money. I'm living in a rooming house, basically lost everything, but I pray this will be the thing to help me get out of this situation I'm in. Thank you. Excuse me. So basically what she's saying is, so she already bought a heat press machine and she doesn't have any ideas of her own to create so she can go out and sell. So what she's doing, she's going to buy some pre-made designs from some transfer vendors. And that's exactly how we got started. When we got started, we figured out that, hey, we want to sell religious t-shirts. So we found vendors that sold these Christian themed t-shirts. So if you're just getting started and you're limited for cash, I wouldn't recommend, particularly in your situation. She basically said she lost everything that she has and she's rooming, I guess she's in a roommate situation where she's living in a room with somebody else. So I'm going to assume circumstances are dire. So I wouldn't necessarily go out and build a full-blown website. But what I would suggest is first pick a niche or a category of shirts that you have some interest in. So for us, it was religious Christian themed t-shirts. So I wouldn't go build a full-blown Christian t-shirt website like we did when we first got started, but our situation wasn't dire. Instead, I would pick maybe 1 or 2 or 3 shirt designs, maybe order 20 transfers for each one of those designs, and then and then identify where can I sell these shirts if I stood outside all day now and on a Saturday. So for example, you're going to have about $1.50 tied in the cost of the shirt. You're going to have $1.50 tied up in the cost of a transfer. So you have about $3 tied up in a shirt. So if you're selling shirts, I'm just throwing a random number out. Let's say you decide to sell these shirts for $15. That leaves you with about a $12 profit. So using this example, one of our top selling t-shirt designs was this shirt here that you see on the screen, the American by Birth, Christian by the Grace of God t-shirt. We sold a gazillion of that. So I would personally go stand on the corner and take 30 shirts out and just say, hey, I'm going to sell these shirts and I ain't coming back home until I sold every last one. So if I sold all 30 of them shirts and made a $12 profit, that's $360 in a day. Do that on the Saturday and the Sunday, 30 a day, 30 on Saturday, 30 on Sunday, you walk away with $720. Most folks don't make that all week. So what I'm saying is, what category of shirts do you have an interest in? Or browse through the different vendors, look at the designs and find 2 or 3 that resonate with you or that clicks in your mind and say, I think I can sell these. I think if I can show people these shirts, they'll buy them. So again, pick a niche, pick a category, a shirt, and go sell them. So for example, if you were, I'm just randomly throwing this out, if you were targeting nurses, and let's say there was a huge nursing event or workshop going on this weekend, you could technically go hang out at that event in the parking lot and hawk shirts. Yes, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. But right now, it sounds like you are in dire straits. You're in a dire situation, and it's going to call for dire action, drastic action. So, but again, pick a niche, pick a category, and just figure out where can I go sell this at. Every Saturday and Sunday, there are events happening everywhere. There are places where hundreds or thousands of people are congregated. If you have to buy a license to stand out on a corner and sell, then pay the extra money to go ahead and get the license. But again, look through the designs and you ask yourself, what's going on? What's currently happening in the media? What's going on? You know, right now as this video is being made, there's a lot of stuff going on in politics, a lot of stuff going on with women's rights, the Me Too movement. I mean, there's so many things. So you kind of think through it a little bit and say, based on what's going on right now in this climate, what type of shirt or what type of message would resonate with people when they see it? And that would be my advice. Get out of your comfort zone and stand out. Oftentimes we have this idea that we can make a lot of money and get rich and live this big life. It's a dream. And the reason why I say, you know, dreams are good, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be the dreaming that gets you there. It's going to be you making a decision to do the thing that's necessary. It's going to be a decision that's going to get you to the dreamland you want to go to. So if you want to get out of that house, get out of that rooming situation, go stand on the corner somewhere and say, I'm not coming home until I sell all 30 of these shirts. And if you can afford 2 or 3 different types of designs, buy one. Pick one transfer and say, I'm going to sell, and order 30 of those. Press them 30 shirts in different sizes, probably medium and large, or large and extra large. That'll probably be more of what you'll sell, probably medium and large. And just don't come back home until they sold. I promise you, if you get a shirt that's decent, you're going to sell them. You can sell 30 shirts. 30 shirts is not a lot of shirts. Nobody else is going to be out there on the corner selling shirts. Everybody needs one. Everybody likes them. And if you have one that appeals to people as they walk by, because most folks will buy on impulse, and at a price point of $15, nobody's going to think twice. You know, so that's what I would do. I'm trying to think anything else in your email. Let's see here. But yeah, just start there. So in terms of transfer vendors, one off the top of my head, we sell a transfer vendors list. These are vendors of different companies that have pre-made transfer designs. If you want that list, it's below this video. But one that is pretty popular, one that I like, is one called Spring Hill Wholesale. That's where we bought our American by Birth, Christian by the Grace of God t-shirt design, and that thing sold like hotcakes. We bought that design there. Back then, we was paying like 50 cents a piece for those transfers. We were buying it through another third-party vendor due to the volume we were selling back in those days. So check them out, and that's it.